somebody can help me articulate this, because I kind of mentioned it before, and I don't think I'm going to do much better because I didn't do the appropriate research, but I feel like talking about it, and I'm out in the woods, so, and it's my channel, so me. Okay. So, it seems to me the doctrine of the Immaculate Conception, which persists in Orthodoxy and Catholicism, has its same source, let's say, needed to be explained for the same reason Calvinism thinks babies are guilty. You're born with sinful flesh, so you're born guilty on some level, right? Isn't that seemingly that same misreading of original sin, which is the source of the Calvinistic way of thinking all people are condemned in the way that they are by birth, right? In Adam, from Romans 5, Augustine's misreading. It seems like the arguments for the Immaculate Conception of Mary, to make Mary untainted, to make Jesus untainted in his humanity, stems from that same error. In other words, what's interesting about this too is, I don't know how Orthodox might explain this differently, but they accept this doctrine as it came down historically in the church, I think. Someone can correct me, please. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but it seems like the need to make Mary special in her birth makes one wonder about her parents, if they needed Immaculate Conception as well. But the whole thing seems like it started from this misunderstanding about human nature. By the way, I'm not denying that humans, you're born mortal, dying. And I'm even willing to say you have this propensity towards sin. But God, far be it from me to claim my sin is a necessity. To me, a sin that you have to commit by necessity is a sin you're a victim to and not a willing participant in. You can't be morally culpable for a sin if you don't have the capacity to be morally responsible. This is why I'm a free will advocate on a deep level. It's like, that's why we don't think people who are born with mental deficiencies, having your mental capacities being retarded from the norm, so where it seems that you're not capable of making moral decisions in the way like a child, let's say. I don't hold little kids responsible for something they don't understand. Just like there's manslaughter versus murder. Intent matters. Intent assumes a cognitive capability to weigh moral concepts and decide knowingly to make a choice. To go in a certain direction makes you culpable. And so the whole idea of having some sort of guilt imputed to you from Adam without having committed the sin in a capacity of willfulness doesn't make any sense. Seems like a confusion of what it means to be born a sinner. Now, there's being born a sinner in the sense of the propensities and being born into a mortal body that needs redemption, but that's separate from moral guilt. You are not born guilty. You are born dying. You're born mortal. That still needs redemption. So, anyway, seems to me that the whole doctrines surrounding Mary smell of the same misunderstanding from Augustine, or before even. Anyways, I'm curious what other people think of this. Please engage.